Good morning, students. We will revise our chapter Secularism in India.
Good morning, students. I am Pragati, your social science teacher. Today I have brought civics chapter 2nd with you, and the name of the chapter is Secularism in India. In yesterday video we have seen in that what the topic is, what the introduction all about the chapter Secularism. So today we will go through the page wise introduction. The secularism in India, what does it mean? It is one of the fundamental right, and we need to know that how it has been working. The secularism means where there is no difference between a religion. Every country is full of different religion. Our nation, India, is in secular state, secular country, right? So how it is secular? Because here all the religion, whether it is Indian, Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, any religion is there, but all are staying together, right? Christians are staying together with Buddhism or Jains or Hindus. Any religion is there, they are staying together, working together for the nation. All are known as Indian because they are staying in India, right? And how it has been effective, that has been known about secularism, and we are going to talk about it. So, if we go through its definition, the secularism is separation of religion. See, separation of religion from the state. What does this line mean? Means, जो religion है, like Hindu, Muslim, Christian, society, all they are being separated from the state. It doesn't mean that if we are staying in Punjab, then we have to be the Punjabi or Sikh, right? And similarly, it's not like if we are Muslims, so we have to go in a state where all the Muslims are staying. It's not like that. Like Kashmir is full of Muslims. No, it's not like that. So if we are working together, we can work anywhere in the particular state with a different religion. Okay. Similarly, so this definition says that when we are separating the religion from the state, that time it is known as secularism. Secularism is a non-intervention. Non-intervention means जहाँ पे किसी और religion का interfere नहीं हो रहा है. Non-intervention of the religion in matter of, किसके matter में? In the matter of related to politics, whether we are talking about politics, politicians भी हिंदू, मुस्लिम, सिख, ईसाई कोई भी बन सकती है, ठीक है? Politicians, society, we are staying in a society with all the religions, right? So education, everyone have the right, whether I am Muslim or Christian or Hindu, I have a right that I can take education. All such kind of fundamental rights or duties we are having. We have right to express our feeling, we have right to take education, everything is with us, and this is not being differentiated or interpreted over our religion. So that is something secularism means. Now, how do the first definition which we were talking about is that separation of religion from the state. So if you take the second page of the chapter, that is page number 224, in that if we talk about the separation religion from the state, means हम कैसे religion को state से separate रखते हैं या separate करते हैं, because first thing, it help us smoothly function the democracy. Means we are democratic country, and to run whether smoothly means all the function, all the political activities, all the constitutional working done smoothly in a proper form, in proper working is been done. For that we keep the religion separate from the state. Okay. In this also, if we study that in the present scenario, usually various religion communities inhabited in a country. If we say in the present scenario, we see that are various religion, okay, different kind of religion, they all are committed in a particular state, means they all are living in a particular country. In our country, inhabited means they are staying in our country, they have their own homes. Okay, and among these different religions group here. One group is A group, they are of Hindus, and B group is of Muslim. For example, if the Hindus are in a majority rate and Muslims are at lower rate, so if we mix up, so it can be, the problem can cause like Hindus can dominate over the Muslims. Okay, but if we keep the countries, we separate the religion from the state, then the Muslims and Hindu both will work simultaneously together so that it does not affect our democracy. Okay, next thing, to protect from fundamental rights. हमारी fundamental rights है, we have 6 fundamental rights which we have talked in the previous chapter, right? In that 6 fundamental rights, to protect that means to protect from our religion, caste, we can select any region, we can select any caste, or we can move to any region or religion, right? So in that, to protect that or to defend the liberty of all the citizens means हमारी जो freedom है, हमारी जो liberty है to select और to choose, वो हम हमारे को डिफेंड कर सके, हम उसको बचा सके, हम उसे प्रोटेक्ट कर सके हर एक सिटीजन हु आर स्टेइंग इन इंडिया. फॉर दैट, टू प्रमोट द फंडामेंटल राइट्स, वी कीप रिलीजन सेपरेटेड फ्रॉम द स्टेट. ओके, थर्ड इनिशिएटिव और द थर्ड मेन वर्क इज टू प्रिजर्व इंडियंस यूनिटी. वी ऑल आर यूनाइटेड, whether we are Hindu, whether we are Muslims, we all are staying in one nation and all are known as Indians. Okay, whether a person is Muslim from their religion, but still they are Indian. Why? Because they are staying in India. Okay, so for that, equal importance should be given to all religion. We've been giving equally importance to all religion. We have, if there are 236 seats in for education, then that 236 seats are equal for Hindu, Muslim, Christian or Sikhs. So they all can fight for the same seats, and then the best candidate will win the match. Okay, who will be more educated, they will get the seat. So like this, we equally give the importance to all the religion, whatever the religion is. We are giving the nation, the constitution. Who is giving importance? Constitution. Okay, so the constitution is equally giving importance to all the religion in front of whom? In front of law. Okay, now what does this mean? This means that we are promoting harmony. We have been promoting this, we have to be united, we need to be equally stand for the nation, and that is something which is important in secularism in India. This is what all about the secularism means. If we move forward in secularism in India, it works for the 3 goals. Okay, so there are 3 goals I am going to share with you. The 3 goals of secularism of India are: first, in this, check the dominance of one religion community over another religion community. Means हम क्या चेक कर रहे हैं? डेमोक्रेसी डोमिनेंस. अगर हमें डोमिनेंस चेक करें डेमोक्रेसी कंट्री में, डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री में, के भी कौन सी मेजॉरिटी वाली है और कौन सी माइनॉरिटी कास्ट है और कौन सा किस पे डोमिनेट कर रहा है, दैट वी हैव टू एक्सप्लेन. सो दिस इज बीन चेक्ड इन द सेकुलरिज्म इन इंडिया. ओके, सो डोमिनेंस of one religion to other religion. Okay, first point is this: सेकेंड गोल, हमारा सेकेंड गोल क्या है एज एन सेकुलर कंट्री और सेकुलर इंडिया, that check the operations of some members by the other members of the same religion group. Same religion group का one member जो है, okay, one member will check the other members of same group or same religion, okay. What check will be they are going to take? They are operation check, operation of state member, means कि एक स्टेट में कितने मेंबर्स है, लाइक हिंदू है तो वो कितने हैं, और दूसरी स्टेट में भी वो हिंदू ही चेक करेंगे कि कितने हिंदूज है, एक में मुस्लिम, दूसरी स्टेट में मुस्लिम्स कितने हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ हरियाणा है, यहाँ पंजाब है, ओके, यहाँ यूपी है और यहाँ बिहार है. तो कौन सी स्टेट, हरियाणा में सपोज 63 हिंदूज है, तो दे आर गोइंग टू चेक दैट हाउ मेनी हिंदूज आर देयर इन पंजाब, मे बी 63 or 67 suppose, okay. In UP if there are 13 Muslims, they are going to check that in Bihar how many Muslims are there. For example, there are 20 Muslims are there, okay. So they are going to operationally members को, अपनी members को, same members को opposite party में या opposite state में check करेंगे, okay, opposite group में. फिर उसके बाद what is the third point? Third point is, our third point, it is the state will neither, state means like Haryana, Punjab, okay, state will neither enforce any religion nor take away religious freedom of its citizens. So how it is, like whichever state it is. For example, Haryana is there. Here Hindus are at a maximum rate and Muslims are in a minority, okay. So this state does not get any right, or they cannot enforce Muslims or any other religion to take their freedoms or their religious right. Means they are not giving any right. The Haryana government or the Haryana constitution administration does not have that right, that they can take the freedom of the minority group or the majority group. They have to equally treat the both the groups, okay. So their equality will be always remain for them. So these are three things which we need to understand, that the three goals we can say, okay, for separation, or we can say the secularism of India, right? Do you understand that what is secularism, what are the main goals, and why do we separate the nation from the religion, the state from the religion, okay. So these three topics you need to read from your book, just a reading, okay. Thank you and have a nice day.